Hey guys, Spam Leads here. Sorry Dragon, I'm gonna go against what we just planned 2 days ago and actually go to South San Francisco, which where I'm at right now. There's really nothing much here. At least as of yet. I don't know what happens if we get to downtown. Apparently riding the 130 will allow me to get to the downtown area, supposedly. Hopefully. Right now I'm in South San Francisco. El Camino Real is actually just right there. I go through that path. Unfortunately, South San Francisco doesn't really have a lot to show because it's really, as of today, as of now, it's a suburban city. Mainly for those who work in San Francisco and now live here. They live here. And you get also those who are actually been locals ever since within the South San Francisco area. And really, this is all you see. At least coming out of South San Francisco Park Station. At least it wasn't like that. Surprisingly, it's really quiet though. I'm surprised. Thought it'd be a little bit busier. Maybe it's only because it's 4. Just at the start of rush hour. Yes, I'm recording this a little bit on a weekday. I'm trying to get this video out as soon as possible before I forget. Yeah, supposedly, this bus, which actually originates all the way from where I live, basically, runs all the way down and actually goes through South San Francisco altogether. And apparently around here on Grand Ave is where the downtown South San Francisco is located. So decide to, you know what, why not? Let's pop a visit, see what's over there, see what we can find. Maybe I'll tell a little bit of history as we wait. About 10 minutes for the bus. Supposedly it comes around 4:27. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next clip, unless if I do it here. I guess one thing I could say is that we are definitely closer to the airport now compared to before. Like actually, South San Francisco is actually really not far from SFO. SFO I think is literally right over there. Basically once we get to like San Bruno and around that area, we get to see the airport, so that's cool. Fortunately that's not the bus I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for one more. Hopefully I'm not waiting on the wrong day. Not gonna lie, I thought I read a street that said Hitler Avenue. Thank God it's not. It's Miller Avenue. But I'm in, what I guess supposedly in the heart of South City, downtown San Francisco. It really is just, right now it's a suburban town, but in history, it's more been an industrial town. Back in the 1850s, the inception, not even an inception actually, I think during the Spanish era, this used to be more of like a ranch. So just like Daly City with the cattle farms, this is mostly a ranch. So because mainly this land is pretty flat, aside from where I'm at, which I have to go uphill. But it's mainly flat through here. Ranch fields and all that stuff carried over to the, what do I call it? The inception of California during the Industrial Revolution, and then eventually it just became one heck of an industrial city, really. See what's actually over down here. Cover my cell. So this is definitely Grand Avenue. Over yonder is 101. So for those who want to know, it's really not that far from 101. Interesting. It's a historical site. Worth a shot. It's awkward recording right in downtown, but I'm gonna pretend it like it's just a normal travel vlog for me. Good. Interesting. Hold on. Across the street to 301 Grand Avenue, and a Concord National Bank took over the building. I'm assuming this thing right here. Interesting, so that means I don't know which way is 301 Grand. What number are we? What number is this? 319, so it looks like from behind me was where I was supposed to be. Actually, over there? Somewhere there? Because it's odd numbers on the other side. It's even numbers here. Interesting. I got a famous barbecue in town. So yeah, mainly this was a city processing meats, raising cattle, processing meats, all that stuff. Eventually, when we get to the 20th century, during the war, this eventually became more of a not a war city, like an armory city, building up a lot of things for the war. It became one heck of an industrial city instead. So this is the plaque for, the clock itself. I'm probably way too close to see this clock. But, yeah, for those who wants to know, actually, before I forget, reason why it's called South City, because the city is San Francisco. South City means South San Francisco. Do I gotta add more to it? I'm hoping I can get the view I wanted over here, but apparently that is City Hall of South San Francisco. Actually, I love that ornate building. It looks really nice. Makes me think of it's a small town than a city. But alas, it is a city. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get a view up this way. Well, I kind of managed to find it. It's right there. I'll probably provide a better picture next time. And by next time, we're just going to use Google. But that sign, which is South San Francisco, I think, I was going to say City of Industry, but that's technically a city in SoCal. It was like an industrial city or something. I wish I remember. I'll pop it up on the screen here. Apparently it's a historical landmark to the point where it basically signifies what South San Francisco is, basically. It shows its pride in industrialism and how it really formed the city. Apparently that was actually there since before the Depression or during the Depression, where they just want to signify what the city is worth, and wants to plant the image that, hey, South San Francisco is here, rather than, I guess, being the more popular San Francisco up north. One fun fact about South San Francisco, it actually doesn't connect to San Francisco at all. There's other cities that connect with South San Francisco, and eventually connects with San Francisco. I wonder where it got the name South San Francisco, even though it's not. It is technically south, but it doesn't really attach itself as right south of San Francisco, because that's Daly City or Colma. So, but I really get a change of pace here where I'm at in South SF compared to like the hustle and bustle that is oh, I went the wrong way. Oh well. Oh well. Compared to like the hustle and bustle that is, what is it, San Francisco, you got a more quiet sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, wait, Revere does feel like a quiet town, even though it incorporates about 60,000 people. So it's technically a city. Charm, as it's pointed out. It's really cool, very historic actually. What do we got here? Interesting. I like the quietness of it. Definitely gives me, oddly enough, like vibes of like smaller cities in not San Francisco, in California. So like Lodi, Napa, So now I'm at Reading actually as well, amongst many other things. 1920, and then eventually got designated as a historical resource and got a remodel. Really interesting. Kind of do like the design though. Don't get me wrong, it's very Victorian? I don't think that's the right word. Not Victorian, but like sort of contemporary, not really Western either. Kind of Western. It's pretty country. Also, apparently there is actually a short walk. I just didn't research it in time, but maybe one day I could probably take a walk, make it a separate video of sorts. Yeah, established 1920. It's actually really nice. Nicely maintained for a building from 1920. And also apparently over here in the distance is the first public library. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I really do love the quaintness of this city, really. It's quiet compared to the hustle and bustle. It doesn't really feel like I'm near San Francisco at all, even though by name it says South San Francisco, and by location I'm relatively close to it. It as in the city. So it's really nice to just come around here. I might go here for maybe, there's some decent food options around here. The only interesting part of this and all of this is that South San Francisco, well, the downtown part that is like nowhere near close to El Camino Real. Like, I'm about 2 miles out from El Camino Real compared to where the downtown is, so it's very interesting to know that. Would I count this as an exception? Because technically South San Francisco does share part in the El Camino Real. So yeah, I just wanted to record it anyways, because actually it does have quite a bit of history. I'm surprised. Is it open like a library? Is it still a library? Yeah. Also, that means that's just 2 years ago was its centennial. 6 years ago was its centennial. Interesting. I really do like these information boards. Actually, this is really cool. Good job, South SF, for posting something like this. Here we go. But yeah, we're still a little bit far from El Camino Real, but you know what? Maybe it was worth it to be far off El Camino Real. You get to escape to the quaintness of this downtown, unless we go down that way, which is the 101. So I guess there's that. But probably does continue a little bit more, but I think it's mostly shops going down that way. So with that, I think I'm going to end this video here. Next week we're going to try to go and find downtown San Bruno. Apparently kind of looks the same, but it's a little bit more condensed, maybe a little more lively than quaint South San Francisco. I do have another video in mind that I've talked with Dragon, so I want to go there maybe this next weekend. So I might skip San Bruno next weekend, but do it for the following weekend. We'll see. But if you guys enjoyed this little quaint recording of South San Francisco, and I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far that I'm eventually going to create. If you like this video, give it a like, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys next time, wherever that would be. Those are the ways. See ya.